Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to Heatherroseup. I am Heather. This is my channel where I document my journey while following WW. If you'd like to see how I did this week, keep watching. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Yesterday was very hot and this morning it's like 70-ish. So it's nice and cool to go for a walk this morning. I ended the day yesterday with 9 weekly smart points. Sunday was Father's Day. We had my father-in-law over for the first time in months, so it was nice to see him. And we got Indian takeout. My husband requested Indian food, and Indian food is, I find, to be a struggle occasionally because it is, the foods I like are more decadent. My usual is saag paneer, which is like a creamy spinach with cheese curds. So good. Also 11 points per cup. And if I really wanted it, I would have gotten it and just made it work. But I'm trying at this point in my journey to stay on plan because I decided I was going to lose weight going forward. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to try something new. So I did. I ended up getting tandoori shrimp, which I've never tried before, and it was so good. Super low in points. I think it was like 2 points for the whole thing. And then I had room for things like a samosa, which are for 4 points. But anyway, I made it work. I tried something new, and I made it work in the plan, and it was another indulgent day. I even had more of that ice cream cake that made me sick last week. However, I portioned it out and had a teeny tiny slice for 6 points. So I was able to taste it, not get sick, and drag it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch last week's video up here where I talk about how sugar sometimes makes me sick. Anyway, so I'm left over, it's Tuesday, with 9 weeklies within an indulgent day, and tracking everything, pre-tracking everything. My water is a little all over the place. One day I got in 64 ounces, and the next day I only got in 32 ounces. But I'm definitely getting in more than 32 ounces. My goal was to get 48 ounces, so I'm going to be a little bit more intentional about that going forward this week. But as far as my pre-tracking and staying on plan, I am on track for that and doing really well with that. I will check back in at some point to let you know how my week is going. So one of my goals that I made last week was to do a fit-on workout, just one. So I'm going to do that now. And what I use for my recording device for my channel is my phone. And unfortunately, the only place that I can do the fit-on workout is from my phone, and I can't do both at the same time. So I have my weights ready, I have my water ready, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so that goal was accomplished. I ended up choosing to do the 10-minute arm workout, and I used light weights. Perfect for starting out, and I definitely feel it in my shoulders and my arms already. So, and I really like the app. I like that they're explaining why you're doing certain movements, and they explain the why, what, and how throughout the workout also. So the first workout that I tried out on Fit On was great. I was thinking about it, how my goal was to do one Fit On workout this week, and you know, yesterday I was thinking, oh, I'll just wait till Thursday because Friday my week starts over and I have until Friday to get done. I'm like thinking to myself, no, I'm going to do it today because what if I like it and I want to do another one tomorrow? It only took 10 minutes it still felt like it was accomplishing something, so I might do another one tomorrow. 10 minutes. I love that they have a different range of time intervals, so I think I might try another one tomorrow. It'll be nice to go into my workshop on Friday and say, hey, I actually did 2 workouts, but my goal was to do 1, and I accomplished that. So when we accomplish our goals, it kind of makes us feel like we can push ourselves a little bit further. So food for thought. Yesterday I ended my week with 5 weeklies. I have today and tomorrow left, and I feel like I'm doing well. I've been pre-tracking my days every day this week, staying within my point range. I haven't gone into the negative, and yesterday I completed my 48-ounce bottle of water. And I'm scheduling my snacks, and I still feel really good. I will check back in at some point this week and let you know how my week's going. Okay, happy Thursday. I am in the Aldi parking lot. I'm getting ready to go in to go grocery shopping, and I wanted to do a quick shout out and a thank you to Joan for giving me a shout out on her channel. I did notice I have an increase in subscribers this morning, so if you're coming from Joan's channel, welcome. Thank you so much for your support and subscribing to my channel. I am so close to getting to my 1,000 subscribers, and stay tuned. I will be doing a giveaway when that happens. Anyway, and welcome, and I hope you stick around to continue to follow along on my weight loss journey. So checking in today, I ended the day yesterday with 5. I was supposed to end the day with 5 weekly smart points, and I ended up getting 2 rollovers. So I am on my last day of my WW week. Just a reminder, my weeks start on Friday. My WW weeks start on Friday. So I started today with 7 weeklies. I pre-tracked my day, and I will have 1 weekly smart point left over. And then I noticed that I could possibly dip into my fit points because I did get a new tracker, and I had that synced up. I'm not really sure how that goes. In the comment section below, let me know how you handle your fit points. I don't really think I want to dip into them unless absolutely necessary. So like I said, I'm going to have 1 weekly left over today, and my goal was to stay on plan, and hopefully if things go well today, I will be able to do that. And that's a big accomplishment for me this week because I had a decrease in weeklies because of my loss on Friday. I have no idea what the scale is going to say tomorrow. That's okay because I'm making, again, huge changes. I did my 1 workout yesterday for Fit On, although I kind of want to do another one today. So I will let you know how that goes tomorrow. Tomorrow is my workshop day, and I will let you know how that goes with weigh-in and reflect on the week. So keep watching, and I will let you know how the rest of today goes tomorrow. Workshop day. I'm gonna weigh in, get ready, and show up for my workshop. Happy Friday. So I completed my workshop, and it was a good workshop, and I realize that with all of the changes that are going to be happening with everything opening back up again, especially in Connecticut, we started phase 2 with reopening our state, and workshops will be going back into studio next week, but they still, and I believe that this is the case throughout the country, they still have the virtual workshop options. Now, I am a school bus driver, so I'm off for the summer, and my children are home, and the in-shop workshops are just not an option for me this summer. First of all, my workshop that I always go to, I've gone to just about every week For a year and 4 or 5 months, it has always been a Friday morning workshop at 10 a.m. Obviously, during the summer, last year, I would bring my son and he would read a book, and that was no problem. Not happening this summer. First of all, I know because it's a limited option, amount of seats that are available, and I'm not going to have my son take up a seat that can be used by somebody who would actually like to attend the workshop. It's probably not even allowed, actually, now that I think about it. And the other thing is I don't want to bring my son somewhere out in public. I'm not ready to bring my kids out in public that much yet, anyway. So I will continue to do my virtual workshops. However, and I have been continuing with my Friday morning 10 a.m. workshops throughout this whole pandemic with the same coach and a lot of the same members. New members have come in too, which I've really enjoyed. But my coach, will be doing in studio at that time. So now I'm such a creature of habit, and I've started to feel anxious about how things are going to go going forward. I'm going to have to choose to continue with my Friday morning workshop with a different coach and possibly a different group of people, or find a workshop that my usual coach is in. And yeah, we were talking about that in the workshop this morning, and I said I might even have to go to multiple workshops so I can see everybody throughout the week. So we'll see how that goes. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself or think too much about it, because then that's when the negative thoughts come in, and I struggled with adjusting with change with the pandemic as it was, and I do not want this change to affect my journey going forward. And that's probably why they had the topic that they did this week. I don't even remember what the title of it was called, but it's basically, grabbing onto what has worked for you in the past to help you push forward with the new changes that are coming. And it was very smart of WW to do that, because obviously a lot of people struggled with the change in March, myself included. The goals that I made for myself last week were to pre-track, to stay on plan, get my 48 ounces of water in, and then to do one fit-on activity. I have pre-tracked every single day. I worked on scheduling my snacks for the most part, and it's still working so well for me. Sunday was Father's Day, and we had an indulgent dinner. We had Indian food, as I mentioned before, but as I mentioned before, I worked around it, and I worked the plan, and I pre-tracked every day this week, and I was able to stay on plan. Not only was I able to stay on plan, I got 6 blue dots this week. That might be a new record for me. I also, even with the decrease in weekly smart points, ended my week with 3 weekly smart points left over. With 2 full weeks of pre-tracking, it just really reinforces the fact that pre-tracking is my saving grace. This is what helps me stay on plan. I used my whiteboard method again. I will insert that picture here. And as you can see, I did struggle a little bit with getting in the 48 ounces of water, and I had mentioned that earlier in my video, and I tried to be more intentional about my water going forward, and I was able to do that. And now, with me achieving my goals, how did I do on the scale? I weighed in this morning, and I weighed in at 189.8, which means I lost 1.4 pounds. I am back in the 180s. It felt so good to see that on the scale this morning. Not that I'm worrying about where I was pre-quarantine, but I'm choosing to grow where I am. But I do remember, and I was looking back in my tracker, when the pandemic started, quarantine started, I got down to my lowest during this journey was 181.6. So I'm well on my way to going pre-quarantine weight. And it's 2 weeks in a row with a good loss. And seeing that number on the scale, while it doesn't define me by any means, it really does confirm the steps that I'm taking are steps in the right direction, and makes me motivated more than ever to continue. Oh, I did forget to mention, yesterday I did another fit-on activity. I put it out there on Instagram that my goal was to do one fit-on workout, and then I said, well, how about I do it in the middle of the week and decide, maybe if I decide I like it, I'll do another one. I did 2 fit-on workouts this week. I did another one yesterday. My goals for next week are to continue with my tracking, my pre-tracking, and staying on plan. This is starting to feel like second nature again, which is huge. So I'm going to continue with that. I'm also not going to increase my water because I struggled a little bit with that, as you saw, but my goal is to continue with 48 ounces of water next week and be more intentional about that, like I had mentioned. Where I want to see myself increase my goals and my progress, especially over the summer, is with my physical activity. So my goal is to do another Fit On workout, as well as, now I mentioned that I've been using my fitness tracker, which has been working great. The only thing is I changed my step goal. I went from 5,000 steps as my goal for last week, just to start off, and I tried to change my goal to be 6,000 steps this week, which is part of my goal, and it's not syncing, and I synced it like 5 times, so I'm a little frustrated with that. Just a little disclaimer. Other than that, I've been liking it a lot. I also don't like that the community is much smaller. I'm not finding anybody else who has a Garmin fitness tracker, and that's what I really liked about the Fitbit, that there was a community of people that used that and kind of helped each other, like workshops, essentially. So I'm not sure. I've had it for a week. I'm not sure if they'll be able to take it back. I'm a little undecided about that. I think my husband's going to be a little disappointed when I tell him that because he swears by them. We'll see. So hopefully it'll allow me to change my step goal for next week so I can increase my steps. Okay, that was a big long tangent, but I wanted to update you guys on how I felt about my Garmin. So my fitness goals for next week is to do 1 Fit On activity and do 6,000 steps a day. So it's a baby step. I know there are people that are getting in like 10,000 steps a day, and that I hope to get there someday soon, but I'm going to start small. And I really want to get back into my clarity time. For those of you who have seen my previous vlogs, you know that my morning walks I often refer to as my clarity time. So maybe this will push me to do that again, more than just once a week. Recap: pre-track, stay on plan, 48 ounces of water, 1 Fit On activity, 6,000 steps. As far as my channel goes, I do have quite a bit of content coming up. As you're seeing this, I should have already posted my video where I share 7 nights of dinners, which was a second part of a grocery haul that I did last week. I should have also posted a big grocery haul. And next week, I have a couple of additions with my content as well. On June 30th, it is my 12-year Surgiversary. I mention in most of my videos, and I have a video in every single description of where I describe my journey in length, where I had gastric bypass 12 years ago. I experienced significant weight gain, and I have tried to lose it. That's why I'm on WW. Well, I am doing, finally, a video that I had planned on doing well over a year ago, where I answer questions about following WW after weight loss surgery. But now I'm saying it now. You will see it on June 30th. I will be doing a Q&A. I will be recording this probably the day after you see this. So if you have any questions, I have my email address in my description, so you can email me or put them in the comment section below. I'm really looking forward to answering some really good questions that I've received. On July 3rd, I will be doing another collab that I'm hosting where myself and the other participants who are joining will be sharing our favorite summer dessert recipe. I'm so excited about that one, and I can't wait to see what everybody's making. Thank you so much again for your support. I hope you continue to follow along on my journey. If you would, I would appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did in any way, please give it a thumbs up. I upload a new update every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.